Welcome to the Black News Network, your source for news from a Black perspective. We're here to cut through the noise and bring you the unfiltered truth. No sugarcoating, no spin, just raw, honest reporting.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I would like to welcome you to the Black News Network, BNN 247. I'm War Smith-Bey, your host, and I will be broadcasting for the next hour or so information to help you through your day. This is the Black News Network, the real voice of Black City, USA, broadcasting the news from a Black perspective. We do not own the rights to the music, but we do own the rights to what we say. So many times have we tried to figure out what it is they know about us that we don't know about ourselves. And if you really want to get down to it, there's quite a bit, because our history has been hidden from day one of who we are, where we come from, what we are, and we are the chosen ones. And that's just the bottom line. And until America does right by Black people, African American, Moors, then America will not be as successful as it can be. Today's topic is how to control a Black man. And I wanted to bring this topic to your attention because it talks about what you and I need to know about how they view us and what they think about how they can control us. And it's absolute bullshit, to be honest with you. But I'm going to tell you what they think about how they can control us. And it's going to take a little over an hour to get it out, but I'm going to try to be brief. But take heed to what I'm about to tell you. Number one, the best way to gain control of the most intelligent and the most powerful species of people on the planet is to divide them from the love of themselves. And they have been ultimately successful of that. They have made us feel as though we are inadequate about everything. They have made us feel that we cannot survive financially, we cannot survive economically, mentally, physically. I mean, we've gotten all shitty ends of the stick in every single category there is in America. And don't think it's our fault. You know, you get 300, 400 years head start on us in society, and then you have the audacity to think that we supposed to come off the damn plantation running neck to neck with you. You got to be crazy. And ain't no doubt about it. You crazy as hell already. We know that. But we already know that we are the most intelligent species on the planet, because no other species on the planet have been able to survive what we have been able to survive. Now, you got all this uproar today about the Jews and Hamas getting annihilated over there on the Gaza Strip through Israel and the U.S. backing them up, which is a beautiful thing. Support that shit, because ain't no damn way my tax dollars need to be over there supporting Israel. But on the same token, ain't no damn way my tax dollars need to be supporting Ukraine, because neither one of those fucking places like me. They have no damn desire to see people that look like me. I've yet to see one Black soldier in the Ukraine military. I haven't seen a Black citizen in Ukraine, to be honest with you. There's more Black people in Russia than it is in Ukraine. In fact, I don't think there's any Black people in Ukraine. And if you think about it, when the shit went down, when Russia struck Ukraine back in February of whatever year, 2 years ago, the people started to evacuate and get on the buses And they would not let the African students over there get on buses because they were black. That's the only damn reason they did not let them on the buses. But yet, America got the audacity to bring 200,000 of them fuckers over here and give them all Social Security benefits. My fucking money. You know, and then a year from now, they're going to be saying, well, the Social Security, we're going to have to cut that short. You're going to have to be 75 to retire because there's not enough money to support the Social Security because we just kind of mismanaged the money. And now you got to pay, you got to work 10 more years for us to make this shit up. We're always on the dead end of the stick, not necessarily black people, but Americans, period. It's only two classes now. They've successfully went through the classes and eliminated the middle class. And now it's just lower upper class and high class. That's all it is. Lower, no, I'm sorry. That's it. Higher, lower class and upper class. That's all it is. Higher, lower class and upper class. There's no middle class. And we'll be the one footing the bill for this gigantic government that don't do a damn thing for its people. You know, it does a few things here and there, little bitty things. It ain't a damn enough. It's always the damn seeds from the fruit that you receive. You don't get the fruit, you get the seeds from the fruit, which is a far damn great distance from having a whole damn thing. And if you don't grow it right, you're not going to get that either. So that means if you ain't managing your life right, you ain't going to get the fruits of your labor. Now, what is so important about, I know I'm running through these other little things, but don't mind me. What is so significant about working 50 fucking years and then thinking you're going to retire? And then when you retire, you're going to enjoy the rest of your damn life. Hell to the no, you may enjoy 10 years, but you have worked 50 damn years of your life for the man. Wake the hell up, American black man, black woman. Stop working your ass to death and get out and enjoy life. You have to enjoy life along the entire journey of your life. And life is a journey. Life is not a damn job. That ain't your life. Don't make the job your life. And that's been our problem all along. We've worked so damn hard to get ahead of where we started from that we've lost sight of what we should be enjoying in our bodies that God gave us. Reprogram yourself to take some time for yourself. Number two, as soon as they are old enough to understand of who they are, we want to force them into a system that teaches them that it is wrong to be who you are, but it is wrong to be yourself. But it's if you cannot be accepted as who you are, so you have to change yourself so you can be accepted in America. So the person that you are, as soon as you're old enough, you're being taught that no longer are you your type of people, your people with the dark skin over there. We don't accept y'all in our society here. So if you want to be accepted in our society, it's very, very important that you change who you are and how you live and how you operate. The Bible tells you to be the same in the day as you are in the night. So how you gonna go to work at a 9 to 5? Yeah, hello, how are you doing this morning? How was your weekend, John? Oh, it was great. I had a wonderful time. I went down to the beach. I laid on the beach, got me a good tan, and you black as hell, but you got a good tan. And now I'm back up here grinding in this grinding stone, trying to get my day on. And then you get home in the evening. What up? Well, you cook me some damn food this evening, honey? Where them little niggas at? All I'm saying is the same way you are at home should be the same way you are on the job. Now, why is it okay for Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, any Oriental person, Filipinos, Taiwanese, any of those people can speak broken English without any consequences or without anyone thinking twice about what you just said and moving on through the day. And nobody gives a damn. They don't give a damn if an Oriental speaks broken English because it's almost like you expect them to speak broken English and you accept them the way they speak broken English. You admire them more just because they speak broken English. But then here comes a black person. We about to go down there and ask somebody, can we do this or do that? And you say, well, I'm sorry, Johnny, I didn't understand you. Can you enunciate your words a little bit better? Fuck you. Don't, I ain't enunciating shit. But the bottom line is these little words that we use where we say ax instead of as, bout instead of about, some teeth instead of something to eat. It's just on and on. The way we understand English, which is not our first language, by the way. And they always want to know, well, what is your first language? They want to ask you that so they can program you mentally into believing that English is your first language. It is not. Your first language was stripped from you when you were brought over from Africa, or you were trained to speak another language because you were here already speaking your own language. And as I say, and I say it, and I say it, and I say it again, we are too hard, too good-hearted, we're too kind, we're too nice of a people to exist in the world with them because they are not nice people. They will eat their young if necessary, if they get hungry enough. They don't give a damn about who you are. They don't care about nothing but themselves. We have a tendency to want to care about others. And that's been our drawback forever. We are not in a position to care about every damn body along the way. We got to start looking at life in a similar situation where we cannot fix a community. We cannot fix a city. We cannot fix a race until we fix ourselves. And that goes back to the very first thing I said. If we cannot know how to love ourselves, that means we will never be able to fix ourselves. So number two, as soon as you're old enough to understand of who they are, you're going to be forced to change who you are so you can fit into a system of who they are. And if you don't fit into that system of who they are, then you are not going to advance in America. And they really don't want you to advance in America. And they don't want you to advance because they want to stay in power. Number three, confuse them about their own biological makeup so that they think they are altering their bodies to find happiness. They're altering their bodies to find happiness. They want you to be confused about your biological makeup. So you are going out trying to find ways to change who you look like, who you are. In other words, they're making you hate yourself as a black person. And brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you, you got to love yourself. I don't give a damn if you're a monkey or a dog. You know, you got to be proud of who you are. You got to be proud of who you are because there's nobody else going to be proud for you. You got to be proud for yourself. And that is the only way about it. Nobody else is going to be proud for you. You got to be proud for yourself. And how do they make us change ourselves? When you see women, I'm just starting with the women. They all walk around with this weave and this all this makeup and this skin lightener, and they're wearing these fake nails that, I mean, they're just going too damn far. And this Indian hair is really possessed hair that we're putting, or that women are putting in their head, because that possessed hair is coming off of women who are upset or having a bad time in their life. So what they want to do is cut the hair off. They go through this ritual where they cut all the hair off, the women in India, and they assume that all the bad spirits have migrated to the hair. And so they cut it off, bag it up, sell it to America. But they set it up so they can sell it to America and become rich doing it. And that's exactly what they do. So women, I mean, you look damn good with the hair, and I'm sorry to just bring the truth to you, but sooner or later you're going to realize that that's not you, and you're not being a natural person. You have to get back to your natural self, because if you intend to value what God gave you, then you got to get back to your natural self. And don't think I'm just picking on women. Men got it bad too. I mean, you're wearing toupees, you're doing all this dumb shit, you're dyeing your beards. I mean, trying to make yourself look young. You're getting Botox. I mean, you're always going out spending your money on these high end, very expensive cars, because you think the car improves your status as a black man. You're signifying, I'm a black man who made it because I drive an expensive car. So men and women, black men and women, African American men and women, change who you really are, because what's actually happening is not really happening. Require their daily attendance at a daily institution that makes the focus only on the information provided. Require a daily attendance at a daily institution that makes you focus only on the information provided. Now, you already know that we've been indoctrinated in a European setting, a European background, and a European way of thinking and existing and living. That is what they teach us in school. And they always want you to learn these bullshit ass languages, just like German, uh, what else? Spanish, French. Those languages are worthless to you. What you got to learn, if you decide to take a different language, you should be taking an Oriental language, from the Arabian countries or something to that effect. But screw the Germans, screw the French, and screw the damn English and all that bullshit in Spanish. Learn something from the Middle East, or learn something from the Oriental side of town. Don't take that bullshit. That's just a class to get you through. You don't need that. I learned Spanish in high school, and I ain't had to use it a single day in my life to do anything, to gain anything. Even though I live in San Antonio and 80% of the population is Spanish, I've still been successful here speaking English, which 90% of them speak English. So we've covered 4. The best way to gain control of the most intelligent people and the most powerful people on the planet is to divide you from the love of yourself, separate you from that. As soon as you're old enough to understand who you are, you got to force you into a system that teaches you that it is wrong to be who you are. and that the only way you're gonna make it is to change yourself to be accepted and admired for work. And many of us believe that shit because that's exactly what we try to do is change ourselves to be accepted in your world. Number three, confuse the black man about your own biology and makeup so that you think that altering your body is the answer to your happiness. Now, that's one thing I really wanted to do before I started this show because this is something that I really want you to know. And what I'm asking right now to all of you is to think about this. What is happiness? That's what I want you to know. What is happiness? Can happiness have a definition on it? You know, because a lot of people say quickly, I'm not happy in this relationship. I'm not happy doing this. I'm not happy doing that. What is that? And I'm going to give you a quick definition of what I think happiness is, or what the computer just told me. Happiness is that feeling that comes over you when you know life is good and you can't help but smile. Ain't that some bullshit? It's the opposite of sadness. Happiness is a sense of well being, joy, or contentment. When people are successful or safe or lucky, they feel happy. How the hell do you know how a person feels when a person feels safe? You know, that's not I don't even know if you're going to be able to define what happiness is because it seems like it's almost impossible to determine what happiness is because it is totally different. It is 100% different for every single soul on this planet Earth. It is different. No two people see happiness the same way. And because of that, we cannot think that any damn thing gonna make us happy. And ain't no human being gonna make us happy. Ain't no spouse gonna make us happy. Ain't no new car gonna make us happy. No new house gonna make us happy. Plenty money ain't gonna make you happy. So forget about that bullshit about what makes you happy because nothing will make you happy but your inner self. It's how you feel about yourself. Whether you're broke, whether you're homeless, whether you're carless, whether you're moneyless, it does not matter. It is about how you feel about yourself. You can be the lowest person on the totem pole, the most destitute person in America. You can still be happy with yourself. That's what it's all about. Be happy with who you are and not let things dictate the level of your happiness. It is impossible for you to do that anyway. I'm just giving you a heads up, trying to make you be aware of things that will make you see that this is not about happiness because shit does not make you happy. I don't know how much stress I can put on that. Shit does not make you happy. So get away from that and stop thinking that it does because it does not. Make you attend an institution from age 5 until adults and repeatedly test them on the info so that they become their truth. You start an institution from the age 5, kindergarten, and you're repeatedly tested on these bullshit antics and information points that they teach you in these institutions. And by the time you become 12 in your 12th grade, you thinking it's the damn truth. I can guarantee you right now, everybody that graduated high school will tell you that Christopher Columbus, low down dirty ass, discovered America. And it's a goddamn lie. But you'll say that because that is what they taught you from the first grade on. Every year they indoctrinate you into a system that makes you into a follower rather than a leader. You know, John D. Rockefeller created the school system because he needed people that can follow orders rather than try to give orders. If they allowed everybody to become millionaires and everybody rich, they would ruin the world and let them tell it. So they do everything in their power to ensure everyone cannot become rich. Everyone cannot be smart. Everyone are not critical thinkers. They want to make sure many of us only got the capacity to make it through the day and do what you are told. They make it that way. Now, and they make it that way by finding the weakness that we possess and capitalizing on that weakness. And hair in black women's head is a weakness. So who's capitalizing on it? It sure ain't the damn black people. It is the Orientals. They are capitalizing on black women because they know black women love hair. And if you one of those black men or black women that love to go to these Korean nail shops or Vietnamese nail shops or whatever kind of damn nail shops there is, and you sitting up there in the chair, you lose sight of you think that's your downtime. Oh, you just chilling, you relaxing. They saying shit about you. So all you need to do to prove what I just said is find the translator app and put it on your phone. And when you sitting in that chair, put that translator app on and let them go at it. And then you'll see what the hell they saying. The one woman was in there said that the woman said that she got monkey feet and got coins on. Ain't never seen a monkey feet with coins. That's what the other one said. So my point is, you're being talked about when you don't even know. You have to be aware. And if you don't know something, it's your responsibility to find out what it is, because it ain't nobody's responsibility to tell you. But I'm telling you what I know because I don't want you to be a dumbass. I want you to know what's going on here in America, because a lot of the shit we ought to be able to prevent, especially all the damn killings that they have done to black people over the last 10 years. We have to be smarter than to be hanging out at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, drunk as shit with a gun on my belt. And what do you expect the police gonna do? They're gonna shoot your ass quick as they can get a chance. They will shoot you for doing the exact same thing a white man just did to him when they coached him down and put the handcuffs on him and took him to jail. They will shoot you for the same thing. So don't think you won't get shot just because you just saw a white man do it and he got away with it. You're not white, you're black. And the sooner you accept the fact that ain't nothing gonna change the melanation in your skin, then the better off you will be. You cannot accept who you are is a lifelong journey. You're gonna hate yourself for a long damn time, and God ain't gonna let you leave this earth with you not accepting who you are. You gotta accept who you are. You're black, African American, more. You're something other than what they tell you you are. And be honest with you, African American and black are man-made names, and the only person can give you a name is God. speaking of that, what land does the Chinese go to? He go to China, right? What land does a Korean go to? He goes to Korea. What land does a Russian go to? A Russian goes to Russia. What land does a Mexican go to? A Mexican goes to Mexico. What land does a black person go to? A black person go to Blaxican? Hell to the no. What land does a Moor go to? A Moor goes to Morocco. What land does an African American go to? An African American land? See, that's what I'm trying to get you to see. By you taking on the name of African American, by you taking on the name of black, by you taking on the name of Negro, colored, uh, whatever other names that they may have for us, those names are man-given names. They're not God-given names. The Moor is a God-given name, and it is the black people's real nationality. How can I get you to believe that? How can I get you to want to fix your nationality issues? You got to come to the terms with yourself that as long as you live in America, you are not going to get out of this system of depression, or what they call it when they keep their thumb on your neck. They prevent you from growing. I'll just say that. I can't think of the word right now. But they don't want to allow you to grow, so they keep you down. They keep you blocked. They keep you locked into a particular zone where you can't grow from that zone. You got to realize that that's what they do all along, and it has not stopped. It will not stop, and it ain't gonna stop until you make it stop. And if you just change your nationality, you don't have a nationality right now. If you just change to a nationality, that is the very first step you can do, and the very best thing you can do for your future generations. It ain't about you no more. But if you don't make the change, you cannot make the change for the ones coming after you. And that is the problem. You have to make the change for the generations coming after you. Or what you gonna do? Leave it to the next generation? And what they gonna do? Leave it to the next generation? And 2 generations later, what they gonna do? Leave it to the next generation? It'll never get done. You got the knowledge, but what you gonna do with it? You just gonna sit on it and let your family suffer for another 100 years? Fix it. Fix it. Fix your nationality, brothers. Fix your nationality, sisters. It can be fixed. It starts with an authentication of your birth certificate. Scold them and humiliate them if someone suggests an idea opposite of what the authority has given. You hear that? Scold, suppress an idea, humiliate a person for thinking out the box, for having a thought. You're going to get humiliated. What you should be is commended, because they always take your idea or your work and give it to somebody else so they can get the glory behind it, and you get nothing. Only show tragedies on the news, so they live in fear and think the worst of one another. Show them tragedies on TV, so you live in fear and you only think the worst of one another. And that's exactly what we are doing. And we're doing that because we don't take the time to really know the truth. We just listen to what these white news reporters tell us on TV, and God knows they lie. You know they lie. The best thing Donald Trump ever said was these people are fake news, and he ain't lying. It's so many things happening out here that they don't tell you about. Have you heard anything on the $675,000 that Trump was supposed to pay out? You ain't heard nothing because he ain't paid it out yet. He was supposed to pay it out 2 weeks ago. So now the news don't report it. Why is that? He done bought the damn news channels. As of today, you can find out where he bought the National Enquirer, and they no longer had to. After he bought them, they stopped publishing things about Trump in the Enquirer. He didn't buy the paper. He bought the editor. He bought the editor with buku cash. And then he tells people, just don't testify and I'll take care of you. I'll pardon you when I get in the presidency. But see, he's making promises on shit that he ain't even got secured yet. And you got to be a damn fool to think that you going to do some dumb shit and he going to get you out of jail when he become president. What if he just by forsaken happen does not become president? What are you going to do? That's where the problems are. Convince them that their species evolved from that of a wild animal. Make them think they existed. Their existence is rare, that they lack a purpose on this planet. You've been told that you look like a monkey all the damn time, and they want you to think that you're a derivative of a monkey because of the way they treated you growing up through slavery and through the southern states during the late early 50s and before. Tell them that they are as smart as they have ever been so that they don't question the integrity of the system they are in. Tell you that you're as smart as you ever been, but you really ain't smart because you don't know shit. But they want to make you feel like you're smart because they don't want you thinking that you're dumb. Because if you're thinking that you're dumb, you ain't looking to learn a damn thing. So we're gonna tell you that you're smart as hell. That way you don't pursue information. You're gonna take it with a grain of salt and you're gonna run with it. Well, Mr. Billy said I'm smart. Mr. Billy told you a damn lie. And he told you that because he knew he could control you with telling you that you're smart. Provide idols of artificial beauty and use them as examples of pure beauty so that they never control or they are never content with the way they look or their appearance. So in order for you not to be content with the way you look, what do? They put these beautiful women on TV all the damn time. They always put I'm just sorry to say, they put a fine ass woman on TV on a damn treadmill and they target the fat people to get on the damn treadmill. Oh, you can lose so much weight. And they already got these damn people that's in the top fitness years of their life, and they got them on here comparing them to what a couch potato looks like or a big person looks like. And they thinking that is going to get that big person to buy that treadmill, which is the bottom line. What you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy? Because everything about these televisions today is about a sale of something to you, the consumer. And because we are black consumers, we spend more money on shit off of Amazon and other TV line and all that bullshit. We spend a lot of money on that bullshit. And all I'm saying is we got to do better. Stop spending on dumb shit. Stop buying the idols. Now, idol is a big ass word because The Bible talks to you about worshiping other idols. You know how you see some people, they at the car wash every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and they wash their car from 10 o'clock to 2, 3 in the afternoon. 4, 5 hours. They love that damn car. I'm surprised they ain't kissing it on the damn hood ornament. Because there's no way you need to be spending 5 hours on a damn car at the car wash when they got automatic car washes running around here. Those are idols. And that is not where we want to be, dealing with idols on that level, because we're blaspheming God. We're putting other gods before God. We want them to think that we are too large. It's an illusion that we are so large that it will escape our vast perception of what it really is. They don't want us to realize that we have access to those things too, because they are so damn big that we can't even put our foot in the door. That's what they want us to believe. That they are so big that we cannot put our foot in the door. How are they going to make us believe that they are that damn big that we don't even act like a grain of salt on the bottom of somebody's shoe? We can't track up in there that way either. No way. Those who can see what they do, they will be thought of as insane. Those that see what these people are doing are thought to be damn fools and crazy and out of their freaking mind. And that's what people think about me sometimes. Because I am aware of what they are doing. I pay attention to what they are doing. And until you start doing that, they're gonna start calling you very smart, very intelligent. But the moment you do what I'm doing, you're insane. And that's how they keep you off kilter. And then you get many of my people to fall in line with you, and then they feel more comfortable because they now have turned over their insecurities to you, and you're running with their insecurities, thinking that people like me are crazy when we're bringing you the truth day in and day out. It's the truth. Don't allow them to manipulate you like that all the damn time, because they are master manipulators, and they're going to teach you to not like people like me, because people like me bring you the raw truth. They want to create separate fronts. To prevent you from seeing the connection between the two. They don't want you to know the ones that are working with them. They don't want you to know them because they want to keep it a secret. I was watching a movie today, I think it was called Drop Squad, where they kidnapped black men who lost their damn way and started trying to act white. The only thing ain't white about them is the color of the skin. The only thing, the color of their skin, but everything else is white. They sit like a bitch, and they try and use proper words, and they kiss white folks' ass going and coming. And because they do that, they get promoted, they get positions, they get everything that they go after, only because they were the best ass kissing you can find. And that's what people are doing these days. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. And that's exactly true. True. Many of us are not connected. I saw something else today that kind of brought my attention, and that was two commerces. One is the African American Commerce Chamber of Commerce, and the other is the Black Chamber of Commerce. Why does the population of 70,000 people only they need two Chamber of Commerce? That neither one of them do shit for anybody. Black folks in San Antonio, and I just be honest with you, if you ever want anything done, go to the Mexican Chamber of Commerce if you're in business. Because otherwise you ain't getting shit done. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time, so as to never bring suspicion upon themselves. One drop at a time, because they do not want to bring suspicion upon themselves. As this is what you call a gatekeeper. This will also prevent the changes as they grow or as they occur. That's a gatekeeper. Anytime you got somebody standing there blocking things you're trying to do, you consider them a gatekeeper, because that's what they are. They're gatekeepers. And that's pretty safe. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secret of the absolutes. We know the secrets of the absolutes. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the truth, of the absolute. We can tell you anything, because you don't know the secrets of the truth. We can tell you that it's raining and we're pissing on you, but you're going to say, okay, boss, it's raining, but they pissing on you. We can tell you any damn thing and you believe it, because they have the power to do that. Just because we don't have the power or we don't have the law on our side, that does not mean we're not capable of getting the law on our side. We can still follow through with what we needed to do on behalf of yourself, your family, or your community. You still have to do it. Don't allow them to deter you from doing it. We will work together always, and we will remain bound by blood and secrecy. We will work together always, and we will remain bound by blood and secrecy. In other words, you're not going to tell the story. I am. That's what they're telling you. And the story is going to be 100% accurate, but it's going to be coming from me. So whatever I say is 100% accurate. And you have to accept it. And you can't do nothing about it. And they do say that death will come to those who speak out. I can only find this information and bring it to you and do my damnedest to try and help you get a better understanding of what's happening here. Which, the better the understanding, the better you are to survive in this apocalypse, because that's what it is. You know, we probably went a month with nothing going on Earth, no wars, no nothing. But then it all popped back off just that quick. You got what's the name of that place? Ukraine in war with Russia. You got Puerto Rico, North Korea involved with their war. This is the last one. Create addictive distraction platforms. Ha! We know what that is, don't we? Create addictive distractive platforms that rank themselves by number of followers. Damn. So that you measure your self-worth by the number of followers on your page. So this ain't just something just popped up out of the blue, like they trying to say TikTok just popped up out of nowhere. All this stuff is by design. It's doing exactly what it wants to do. It's doing all these algorithms of each and every individual on their pages. And they're building profiles for you based on what you search for. And you have been doing it and doing it and doing it well. It's sad, but it's true. You have been on these platforms. They base themselves worth off the amount of followers. You cannot allow Facebook to dominate your life, and you cannot allow yourself to become hoodwinked and cable toed to any of those things. I know they're fighting about TikTok right now, and what's going to eventually happen is TikTok gonna have to be sold to a U.S. company because the stakes are too high. There's a lot of information going to China, and it's not being done right. And you know China's not going to do it right. A few more things. You know, most of us go to what we call a job every damn day, Monday through Friday. We go to a job. And if you want to know why you go to that job, I'm going to tell you why. You go because you are just over broke. Back it up. J-O-B, just over broke. That's what we are. Some words in the English language are spelled a little bit different, but are spelled the same and mean differently. So I'm going to just give you a few. Like weekdays, right? Weekdays, Monday through Friday. Those are the weekdays. All right, that's spelled Weekdays. Weekdays. It is also spelled Weaks. Weekdays. You are in a weakened state of mind and you are in a daze. That's what weekdays mean. Weekend. Weekend means that what it sounds like. The week is in. So you have nothing for the industry on the weekend unless they're doing what JD was doing down there. Morning. It is a manner that lose or loss of time. You know, like we always get up and say, morning, good morning, John, good morning, Peter, good morning, Paul. Morning in our days was totally different. We looked at morning as something that was to grieve for our loved ones. That's how we looked at morning. Now, I've just read you about 10, 12 things about how to control a black man. This is what white men think. Now, if you think that you can work through this life without the help of others and do it all on your own because you got a little bit of money, then you're screwing yourself. You're screwing yourself because that is exactly what they want you to do. Separate, separate. Pursue your individual, whatever it is. individualistic goals and get there in twice the time as it would take you to get there if you took on partners to do it with you. You can do it. You know, life ain't easy for nobody, but that's why I say when times get hard for you, my brothers and sisters, when times get hard, lean on God. Ask God to help you. But don't hesitate to ask God to help you when you're home or anywhere for that matter. Anywhere for that matter. But thank you so much, my friends, for listening to the Black News Network. This is the real voice of Black USA, broadcasting live.
Thank you for watching the Black News Network, where we bring you the news from a Black perspective. From challenging politically correct narratives to uncovering the unfiltered truth, we're dedicated to keeping you informed and empowered.